Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on, and how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And they are going to take possession here, knocking on the door of the red zone at the 23. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
Here we go. 50, green.
53. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check.
Let's go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Second down, Jacobs once more, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Blue, 32.
Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Get that.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Bound to lose one.
On second down, Jacobs. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
52 blue.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And we have that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here we go.
2nd and 5.
53.
Hurry. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Jacobs.
Exit.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
On the set.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'm trying to come.
Ready.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as time expires in the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ready. 45. White.
53. Mike.
Ready. Go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau, and their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
53's Mike. I got you.
Here's Jacobs. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Come on, set.
That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been an all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Here we go.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he fends him off. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
On the double.
Mike 17. I got him.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.